This is our house. This one. From here all the way down to there in Cambio Puente, where 4 of our sisters used to be in community here. Today, Sister Anne Marie comes out every day in the afternoon to do pastoral ministry and works out of here. It's currently being used by the parish as a kindergarten while they're doing some reconstruction. Let's go and knock on the door and see if anybody's home. Dorothy, why don't you knock?
Buenos días. ¿En qué podría servirle? Yo soy Rosalín y esta es Nelly.
Hola, Nelly.
Hola, Nelly.
This is Nelly, our neighbor, and also our pastoral worker here in Cambio Puente. And this is our little house. You can see this is the entrance. Here on the floor you can see how it's constructed by stones that we found in a dry river bed. Our neighbor mixed it with cement. It's a little bit dusty right now because Henry has been gone for 2 weeks. But this sometimes has some flowers right now. We have very little water, so that's why there are little flowers right now. This statue of Mary was given to us one time by Juanita Alba. She'd be glad to know that it's still here. And now we're going into what used to be our living room, but it's a kindergarten now, as Kathleen was saying, for the children here in Cambio Puente. So, see the tables and chairs for our children. These are the names of all the children. You can see the roof is made of bamboo with like a straw layer, and on top of that there's dry mud, and that keeps the little rain that we get, keeps it out and keeps it cool in the summer and warm in the winter.
And this is the living room we're in?
This used to be our living room, and here was our chapel, which is
what was this little room we're in? Kitchen?
This was our dining area. This was the living area here.
Where we just came from?
This was our dining room table was here. And then our little chapel was here.
We're still in the chapel and this little tabernacle over here.
Yes, this was made by one of our peasants from some reeds that they collected near the riverbed. Louisa Meyer would remember this quite a bit. She spent many, many hours in this little room. For the pastoral ministry in this area, we used to have a desk here and to keep all of our files in this place. Nelly had a typewriter and everything here. Then this used to be our kitchen.
Dishwasher?
This is our stove. No, here you don't need a dishwasher. We had 4 very good dishwashers.
Everybody did it by hand.
And this is where we used to keep our delf.
Where's the sink?
The sink was outside.
Louise Meyer used to cook in here?
Mm-hmm. She did. And this is where we used to boil the water. So, you know, we always have to boil our water 20 minutes. And so we used to have it in this big kettle with the kerosene stove. And this is our patio out here. This used to be our wash area. We had 2 barrels to fill up the water.
Where'd you get the water?
At that time, we used to have it come by donkey and cart.
And put into the barrels?
Bucket by bucket into the barrels. Okay. And that's our tank of gas over there.
For the stove?
Uh-huh. And we used to have vegetables growing here in the garden. Not too many, but some.
So this house is laying vacant in case anybody wants to come and minister here. It's four
Exactly.
bedrooms ready for them?
Yes, Anne Marie, well, there's 3 bedrooms.
3 bedrooms.
Anne Marie is waiting for somebody to join her. She would like to come back here. And I don't have the key for this room now. We built this room on later, and it was a place for visitors, you know, to sleep. And we also have a little library, and it was a study area for Irida, who was our pre-novice at that time.
And she lived here?
Yes, she did her pre-novitiate here.
Mm.
We used to have more vegetables here. Now, this is our bathroom.
This is the bathroom?
Yes. This was built by our neighbor. You know, I'm not going to show that one.
Just what?
Dorothy's going to do.
This is the bathroom that the sisters always used?
Mhm.
Where did you bathe?
Here we used to have this on top of it. And these were our bedrooms. This is where Louise Meyer slept,
Mm-hmm.
and this is where Anne Marie Burke slept. And Leonila Gonzalez and myself.
Mm.
This was our wardrobe. We used to have 2 of these plastic bags.
2 for 4 of you?
Well, two people for each one.
Mm.
And we use kerosene lamps in these days because we didn't have the electricity.
Now you have electricity.
Yeah, now you have electricity.
Mm.
So that is a big thing. Yeah, we used to have vegetables.
What was this area over here for?
Here, like storage
Mm-hmm.
area. So
How much rain do you get here?
very, very little.
So you didn't have to worry about that.
Muy poco lluvia. No, muy poco.
Mm.
Yeah.
So this is Cambio Puente.
Va a inventar ahora ella.
Oh.
Gente, ¿no?
We're now going to go to the chapel, or the church, where the sisters worked. All this is adobe. We're walking along the street outside the house on our way to the church. There are perros all over this country. Mucho. Almost as many dogs as people sometimes. This is a woman who worked with Rosaline and was a health promoter and still is. Her perro.
For their storage thing, to see what the depth of the rock is.
Now a city trash bin. Right down the street from our house is this state kindergarten, and the people have to pay to go here, and little children in the kindergarten at our house are those who can't afford to pay to go to this school. So we are doing much as it relates to spreading the word. Hard day here. Lots of activity going on. We're still on our way to the church in this small village. New homes being built. Most of the people have their animals behind the walls. Every city we've been in Lima has the Plaza de Armas, which is the center square, and we're now coming into the Plaza de Armas of Cambio Puente. It's a big plaza. The people aren't around much today because they're out in the fields working. So there's not a lot of activity, although I don't think even when they're home, there's probably a lot of activity. This is the beginning of the construction for a new church. The old one's been torn down. And this is the Posta Medica that was started by our sisters and continues today. It's state operated and always has been, but we assisted in getting people to work in it. This is Incarnate Word Convent in Chimbote, the green building across the street. And as we go down to the right, that's the wall around the Posta Medica, Santa Clara, named after Sister Mary Clare, who was Superior General at the time of the founding of our mission here. This is a park across the street. This is a newly installed fountain, beautiful fountain, doesn't quite seem what the people need, put in by like the Kiwanis or the JCs, in keeping with the pelicans, the water, etc. So we'll now go into the convent and take a tour of the facilities. Living here are Anne-Marie, Grace, Antoinette, and Pilar, the first year junior. This is the entryway. Everybody seems to have an entryway. Instead of dogs, this place has cats. They're usually here to greet us. So there they are. It's a rough day around here. Everybody seems to be resting of these animals. Anyway, they keep some of the unwantables away. This is the inside door off the entryway of Incarnate Word Convent here in Chimbote. Let's see if anybody's home. Hola!
Bienvenida, Chimbote. And I really should be speaking English, but you're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. And I'm here on behalf of all the sisters in San Antonio province.
Bienvenida, Katy, a tu casa.
See, and this is
Pilar. Pilar is one of our wonderful Peruvian youth sisters. She is a native of Chimbote, and she's with us this year. She's studying.
in community.
And she will tell, she's with us in community, and she will tell you all about her studies later on.
And all the sisters had a chance to meet Pilar and Sophia about a year and a half ago when they were in San Antonio.
Yes, and they enjoyed their visit tremendously. But Kathleen, it's wonderful that you're here in Chimbote.
Thank you,
Would
Aunt.
you like to come inside?
Yes, we'd like to tour your house so the sisters in San Antonio can enjoy it.
Oh, very good. Well, this big room is a community room and a meeting room. I understand this room was a chapel prior to the time of the earthquake. But now we have a chapel down the hall. But this is a very well-used room and accommodates a lot of people.
This is where you have dinner here? You eat here?
Yes, we eat our meals here. We keep our dishes in here, and our chairs are here, and right, and this here to our left is the street that goes to the church, and there's a nice view also out this other door in front of the house.
Pilar's mother visited this morning and brought these flowers for our table where we just had lunch.
Oh, Pilar, thank you. They're beautiful. Gracias.
What do we have back here?
Back here, let's go and see. Passing.
Gracias. Gracias, not French.
¿Español?
Sí.
See?
Este es el recibidor. Cuando las personas tocan a la puerta para hablar o visitarnos en la casa, siempre los acogemos aquí.
This is a receiving room, what you would call it in the States is a parlor. And people will knock at this door, visitors, somebody coming to visit a family, or, you know, somebody coming who needs something, or many reasons why people knock at the door. And we open the door and we let them come in and just sit down here and wait for the person they would like to talk to. We call it the recibidor, a parlor.
The parlor.
And we have a door here that leads out into the street as well. Would you like to see? No?
We were on the street a little
You were
earlier.
on the street, that's right.
Is this the cocina?
Yes, the cocina, the cocina. I'm delighted you're speaking Kathleen. The cocina is the kitchen. It's perfect.
Right off the parlor.
Oh, cocina. We just got through washing dishes and Pilar and I cleaning up here.
If I must say, it's a typical convent kitchen and a convent house. It's muy limpio. I've learned that means clean.
It is. And this is the stove, and this is our sink. Now, we don't have hot water here all the time. We have to heat the water to do dishes if we need to. This window, we open it up, but the sun comes in here very strong in the
Gets
afternoon.
hot.
And it kind of hurts our eye stalk, so we put up these curtains the other day. They're very warm, but it will help us to keep out the sun in the afternoon. We were delighted to have it. This is our drinking water, but it has to be specially treated before we drink it. You can't go to the sink and take a glass of water, to the faucet and go take a glass of water. We treat it first with, how would you call it, like a pastilla, is what I call it. And we make the water and set it up here, and after preparing it needs 20 minutes to absorb the little pastilla, and then it's available to drink. That's our drink.
We're back in the hallway, community room on our
here,
left.
I really like this little picture here.
Sí.
Nuestro Señor Jesucristo, sufriendo en una multitud de enfermos, espera el alivio de nuestras manos.
Las palabras de Monsignor Claudio, muy bonitas. Kind of is kind of passatory.
Who made this?
I don't know. Kira.
Tres Hermanas de México, regalo de las Hermanas de
It's
México.
un regalo, it's a gift from the sisters
In Mexico.
Yes. Would you like to come down the hall?
Yes.
Would you really like to?
Yes.
These are beds. We're passing bedrooms.
How many bedrooms are in the house?
Bedrooms, I don't know. There are
There's
5 on this side.
and
about
4 on the other.
side, yes. Okay. And here is a very special room. Here is our little chapel. Would you like to come inside?
Yes.
Yes. There's our little chapel. And I understand that this was Sister Charles Marie's bedroom before, at the time of the earthquake. Is that right, Kathleen? Did you-
Yes, Grace told me that the other day. This is where Charles Marie slept.
So, yeah, this is our praying room. And here on this door, we have a list of the sisters. This is out of the U.S. province newsletter. The sisters who are sick and all the people who are in need of prayer, their names are posted here as a reminder to us to remember them in prayer. Because we appreciate the prayers of other people for us, and we want to pray for them.
And all the sisters are with you in prayer, and especially those at their retirement center.
Yes, we appreciate their prayers very much.
And really, as we tour this country and enjoy visiting with our sisters, we truly give thanks for them incarnating the Word in the lives of these people in Peru, bringing the Lord to them, and ultimately them to the Lord.
And we finding the Lord in the people. Would you like to say a little prayer, Pilar, please, for
Yeah.
the needs of the sisters? ¿Quieres rezar, por favor? por las hermanas y por los enfermos.
Pilar will say a prayer for the sisters in the retirement center, and those who are infirmed are their family members from the past month.
And all those whose names are listed here.
En nombre del Padre, del Hijo y del Espíritu Santo. Amén. Pedirle a este Jesús, Verbo encarnado, que nos enseñe en el sufrimiento de nuestros hermanos más necesitados, de los niños, de las mujeres, de los hombres que encontramos a diario, también especialmente ofreciendo este sufrimiento por nuestras hermanas, para que el Señor les dé el don de aprender en esa enfermedad su amor, ese amor que como hermanas de la caridad del Verbo encarnado debemos compartir con los demás. Amén.
Alabado sea
el Verbo encarnado para siempre. Amén.
Bueno, muchas gracias.
We go down to the next area. This is one of the bedrooms.
And whose bedroom is this?
This is Pilar's. Pilar is a full-time student, and she's a lot of work to do, so this is her room.
This again is the size of the rooms?
Ordinarily there would be 2 beds in here, but she has a lot of studies to do, and she needs a lot of leeway to arrange her books and to do her studies. So we have the other bed is actually at the moment tied up here. So.
The rooms are wonderful for one person.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Muy bueno.
Muy limpio.
Muy gracias. Y hay otro también. This is
visitas.
This is a guest room where Dorothy's staying right now.
Dorothy's staying there right now. And this is Dorothy's hat.
That she purchased here in Peru.
Oh, it's pretty.
Sí, bonita. Sí.
Algunos están conversando mientras que otros trabajan.
Now this is, we call this the phone.
Hola.
Hola.
Dorothy.
Come in. Come in and visit us.
We were in your room. We were admiring your hat.
Oh, yeah, that hat has gotten me through many funny days.
Mucho trabajo.
Oh,
this is what we call the fondo.
The what?
The fondo.
At the end.
The room at the end of the house.
Sí.
And it is used very much like Pilar, and they use it when they have formation meetings, when we have groups of young women come in, or if there is another meeting, what they call in Peru, concert, which is a meeting of all the religious, and each one has, the meeting sometime or other. So we have that group of people come in here. It is very nice, and I like it very much. It's a lot of light. It's a lot of light. And what I really like over here is the picture of all our superior general. But unfortunately, we haven't anybody after Mother Mary Clare, and I really feel we should have those.
Mother Mary Clare.
And over here we have.
And you don't have Jean de Mattel in the house?
Yes, here's Jean Mattel.
Oh, see.
Yeah, and the
bulletin
board for formation.
And here's our founder, Claudia Reed. This is really mostly Pilar's creation for her formation meetings. And here's our founder, and there's Jean de Mattel. Lots of reminders. And
What is this banner over here? This banner.
Yes, this was done by Martha Ann Kirk,
Oh.
and it was donated by her to the region for our 25 years in the region.
Oh, how beautiful.
And it traces our roots to France into the theology and spirituality of the Incarnation, and then shows our founding by Bishop Dubuy in the United States in 1869, then our opening in Mexico in 1885, our coming to Peru in 1964, and our opening of our mission in El Salvador in 1987.
Bueno.
Very explanatory, very beautiful, very artistic. So this is a very well-used room, and it's comfortable and airy. And we have done a garden. I think you were out here
Yes, right off of this room is the garden where we started with Grace previous on the tape.
Except I always have difficulty opening and closing the door. So
Walkie también.
Huh?
A walkie.
Walking.
Ah, walkie.
Walking.
Walking. Ask if Kay is walking.
KS Walking.
Walkie.
Walking.
Walkie.
Yeah, but explícalo.
El perro.
A dog. Yes, lots of dogs.
We've only one. He's on the roof. Oh, we need a dog.
See.
No, digo, de aquí se puede dar.
No, we'll finish the house. See.
Yes. Down here are some more. Down this area are some more bedrooms. There's 1, 2, 3,
Four
4.
bedrooms.
But one of those bedrooms is being used full time right now by the Posta Medica, because you may not know that the poster was robbed twice last year, and the young ladies working over there bring the medicine and the cart in there for security every night when they're leaving.
Es el cuarto
The
de
Kathleen.
Kathleen.
This is the room I'm staying in. I understand it's possibly the room that Sister Juanita will be using.
Yes, uh-huh.
Has wonderful windows that look out into the garden.
Uh-huh.
All right, say it again.
You would like to see the room?
Yes, let's go see the Peru.
Okay, awesome.
See.
Okay. No, I hope she's up there. She might be resting.
¿Cómo se llama?
Walkie.
Walkie? Oh, that's her name. Walkie.
And here's the front. Here's the front of the house, Kathleen.
This is the plaza across from the front door.
That's right. And over there, beyond that, is El Mercado. The
Where you go
market.
shopping.
Uh-huh.
These flowers are on your building.
Yes, right. Uh-huh. Right here's our front entrance. Be careful you don't slip over.
Oh.
Here.
This is looking down into.
Yes, uh-huh. This is the door you came in. Right
And what's
here.
that room? Oh, that's
That is an office room. It's not being used right now, but hopefully we'll start using it again pretty soon. And over here.
This you can see out your kitchen window as you do dishes.
And over here on the other.
What an adorable
Oh,
dog!
she's lovely. She almost talks to you.
Oh gosh!
She talks to
And
you.
she stays up here all the time.
Yeah, we bring her down sometimes when she needs a bath.
You bathe her downstairs?
And read it. Oh,
Gosh.
El colegio también ahí.
Colegio. At Perry's Church?
Sí, la parroquia. Tiene la forma de un barco, ¿no?
And the name of the church?
San Francisco de Asís. We
DC.
have Franciscan priests from Poland. Be careful, Kathleen.
Yes.
You're right here at the edge.
And here you can see the garden from up on the roof.
There's the Posta Medica.
Yeah, and that's the Posta Medica. The building is, in essence, in a U shape. I'm standing at the bottom of the U. This is the Posta Medica, and you come down here, and I'm at the bottom of the U.
It's my understanding the building that has changed a lot. It's after the earthquake. Some of the building had to be redone, and some changes were made.
And this,
Those trees were cut down last year, and there's one still over there growing in a very dangerous position. It's going to be very difficult for them to take it down because it's falling over the roof.
on the house.
Right.
And this is the convent over here, the other arm of the U.
Yes, that's right.
Really, the flowers are lovely.
And right across the street is that we call it a colegio. It's the equivalent of grade school in the States.
So the patients come in the back door out there, go over here to the Posta Medica.
They come in that door, but there's another door that they don't
Come.
usually in this door. They come in through another.
They're not
They
in
come
the-
in through that outer door. We call it the portone. The outer door, and then they walk down the other door.
They're not in the convent.
No.
No. So we have up in Huancane, Enti, which stands for sun, and here we have Walkie. What's Walkie mean?
Brother.
Hermano, brother? In Quechuan, it means brother. We've been here a couple of days, and this is the first time we've been up here, so she's happy to see friends.
Yes.
This is the street on which is the regional house in Lima. And we're going to go in. You can see the street. It's a more modern street. It's really a very nice neighborhood. We just came from the church and it's gorgeous. And this is the entrance. Grace just happens to be arriving home. And here we have Rosalina and Dorothy running out. Our house here extends from this corner down where the light is all the way down to here. It's a two-story complex, and we own the first floor. And Sister Rosalina is the master of the house. And here's the front door. Is there anybody home? What do I want?
Do you want some?
Yes. Sí. Hola.
Hola, ¿cómo estás? Mira, ya llegó Grace.
This
Grace
is
coming.
the living room. It's a wonderful little house. Give me a tour.
Yes, I'm going to give you a little tour.
A tour. Sí. This is Sister Rosalina.
What do you want to see? I am Sister Rosalina.
Right.
Muy contenta de estar contigo, de
Sí.
verte conocido.
This is the parlor.
This is
El patio.
parlor. This is like the living room or parlor.
This is a parlor, yes. And then what do you want to show? The rooms?
Now here, and what is this area here?
Yes, it's the room. ¿Cómo se dice?
Dining room.
Dining room.
Dining room. And over here?
The television room.
The activity room.
This is the activity room.
Today Peru is playing Mexico on TV.
Soccer?
No.
Oh, gosh.
There's the garden, and the outside lines.
And this is a
Patio.
patio, bien.
This is the patio.
How many room, and one can hang their clothes here? Guess who? Somebody likes lots of plants. Bonita.
Bonito, ¿te gustan las plantas?
Sí.
Qué bueno.
¿Cuántas salas aquí?
There are one room, dormitorio, how do you say?
Bedroom. Bedroom. A chapel? Chapel.
The
Chapel. This is a dormitory that accommodates two people.
This is the improvisation bedrooms.
This is
An extension.
this is a little extension in the small chapel.
And this is our little small chapel.
Bonita. And this was specially made for our sisters here.
It shows the other names.
It shows El Verbo Encarnado en the Amor Meus. It's telephotoed in. Wonderful.
Scapular house. Right here, do you see it? This is the symbol of the scapular.
Wait a second.
And the
Oh, yes, you can see it better over here. The light's better. Symbol.
symbol of our scapular.
And this side are representative of Peru. Bonita.
Comfortable chairs.
Uncomfortable. Stools for everybody to pray around. See? Would you like to say a prayer for the retired sisters?
Dios mío, bendícenos.
y haz que siempre que seamos fieles en nuestra opción por el pobre, que siempre seamos generosas y que busquemos siempre hacer tu voluntad. Te damos gracias porque nos trajiste a estas hermanas que nos han dado una muy agradable impresión por su bondad, por su acogida. Bendícelas y llévalas con bien fin hasta su lugar, hasta San Antonio. Amén.
Muchas gracias. Continuing back through the dining room, the cocina,
The little
cocina, keeping with all of our places, is immaculately clean.
And where we wash our clothes, the laundry area.
Laundry out there,
We don't have a laundry
Workroom.
machine or a dryer, but that's
Sink.
all done out there by natural air.
¿Ya te trajeron eso? ¿Te lo trajeron este?
No, it's not in the bolsa.
going back down the hallway,
And that's the telephone room.
little telephone room Rosalina has. She's the hostess with the mostest, to say the
Exactly.
least.
Yes, it keeps a 5-star
The
hotel
bathroom.
here.
One of the challenges here is the water goes off every night, but it can be easily handled. This is a 3-room dormitory, you might say. 8 people can sleep here
8.
in the whole house.
Oh.
And this is Rosalina's room. This is the manager of the regional house. Yes.
Y es su cuarto.
Sí, bonita.
And here we have the special guest room. Special
And coming out here, we go into another room that happens to be a mess right now because we're going back home. 2 people can sleep here. So it's really a very convenient place. Gosh. This is the end of our journey and our last day in Peru. And what we have here are individuals writing letters to our sisters in the States so that we can bring them back. It's been like being Santa Claus, bringing goodies from here, from the States to here, and from here, Peru, to the States. Some people finish their letters early, so they're relaxing. Yes.
What are you saying?
What I'm saying is, hello, Rosalina.
Hello.
Yes.
Kathleen.
Hola, hola. And we don't have much of a writer on the video. Do you want to say anything to the sisters in San Antonio? Tell her.
Oh, sí, les quiero saludar a todas, a cada una de ellas. El Señor los bendiga.
See, instead of writing letters, she can tell you all personally. So we've had a wonderful trip. Absolutely everything worked out great. The country is beautiful, and we are enriched for the experience, which we will now share with all of you.
We are happy to meet you.
God bless. Again,
We are happy to meet with you.
wonderful.
Every of you.
Muchas,
Cada una de ustedes. Con cada una de ustedes estamos contentas de que
Sí.
hayan venido.
ciao.
Chao, chao.
So to one and all, ciao.
Muchos saludos para todas. Plenty love for all the sisters.